Hello, ladies and gents. What's going on? It's your girl Nunu, just coming at you, YouTube land, to give you like a little, I guess, story time slash opening up about some things. I wanted to talk a little bit about being trans and dealing with hair growth, the anxiety that comes with it, hair, just, hair removal, the cost of laser, electrolysis, and all of it tying together with mental health. Excuse me. A lot of the times people don't understand, as I'm seeing now that I've came out officially as a trans woman, that hair removal is just as big as HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy. I am a trans woman that actually deals with that. And it's not a joke. It's not funny. It plays a lot in with suicide, as well as, just depression, feeling lonely, lost, not really wanting to come out, and that does play with gender dysphoria, but that's a part of the gender dysphoria, if you understand what I'm saying. And if you are a trans woman that deals with this, you will understand. A lot of the times, if you can start your transition early on, you don't have to go through things like that. And that's why I encourage you parents out there that may watch or may find this video interesting, to just really listen to your children. Really don't put them down. Don't get mad, just listen to them. And if you don't understand, just research, find help, go out there and look. Because if you do like how my parents did, which my parents abandoned me at a very early age, and I did this in an earlier video if you want to go watch. And also comment, subscribe, and let me know some things that I can do better to make my videos better. I am new to this. But anyways, a lot of the times, parents that are like mine, which abandon their kids, early on. If you abandon your kids, you don't know what your kids need. So you're not listening, you're not paying attention to your child, which is so crazy to me, but that's another video for another day. So their mental health obviously is going to be automatically disrupted, because a child needs their parents. A child needs a mother. A child needs a father. That's the point of having a child. But back to the topic at hand, hair removal is not so much worrisome for someone that starts their transition early on, but for cases like me and others, other trans women that may be going through what I'm going through, if you started later on in your life, when you find yourself more, or you're able to open up more and really think, because, for me, I was never around good things or good people that can listen to me. So although I had these thoughts all along, I never wanted to get it out, because I always was looked at it as being bad. So, not having that made it very tough for me, which made me not be able to transition till later on in my life a little bit, and which I went through puberty. So with puberty, born a male, you get hair. everywhere, some more than others. But, especially your face area, which is a big thing for me because my face is my livelihood. And hair removal is so serious because, going out, you want to be presented as the woman that you are. So you don't want facial hair. You don't want hair all over your face. You don't want hair all over your body. And yes, women get hair too, but 9 times out of 10, women don't just grow 5 o'clock shadow and hair. And that's why I'm coming at you authentic, no makeup, none of that, because this is something serious for me and it's something that I'm struggling with. And I actually had to write a letter to the state and get it notarized and everything like that with my case manager and people like that helped me to try to get help with getting hair removal, laser or electrolysis on my face and neck at least, because I don't want to walk around with 5 o'clock shadow. I'm not a girl that really likes to wear a lot of makeup. I'm very natural. Yes, I wear makeup, I wear, things like that. I love stuff like that, but I don't like to pack a lot of things on my face. So, with that being said, I don't want to walk around with a 5 o'clock shadow. Shaving is really bad for my skin. I have very sensitive skin, and just on top of it, shaving your face every day is not good. 2-3 times a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not good for anybody's face. Period. So the only option for that, is to get an electrolysis or a laser hair removal. And with me also being trans, it's been so hard with me getting employment, getting medical help. I've had to apply for so many grants, which is great, but it's so time consuming. You have to wait, and it's just I need my HRT. I need my things like this for my mental health and, for me to feel good inside and for me not to think suicidal thoughts and me to not have very bad gender dysphoria, because it never goes away, but with HRT it helps. But in my case, my hair is a big part of my gender dysphoria. So me not being able to get laser and electrolysis like that, I don't just have that type of money laying around. And the money I do have, that I do get from a friend of mine, because employment is hard for me. I have to do things that may not be so legal all the time, and I don't want to have to do that because I want to do this the right way. But it's I just want, if somebody out there that's maybe a laser hair removal doctor in the North Carolina area or just all around, or anybody out there that's good with politics and getting, things handled in that way to where we can get a law set for more medical care help. But a part of that, being able to get laser hair removal and electrolysis, I feel personally should be free for a trans woman. Because unlike a trans man, when they take testosterone, they can grow hair. It's ways for them to grow hair more so than it is for a trans woman to remove hair without having to spend lots of money. Lots and lots of money. And although spending the money is okay, and yes, some people can do it, it's just very stressful. It's very dissatisfying, especially when you have all this money you have to spend on a whole new wardrobe, just in general, trying to save for surgeries that you may need or want. 9 times out of 10, some people have to pay for HRT, and it gets very, very expensive for unnecessarily, because this is things that is not a want. It's not something that's a luxury. This is something that we need for our health, for us not to be suicidal and want to hurt ourselves. to be ourselves, you know. And I am talking very serious in this video because I think this is a very serious topic for me, but I just don't feel like it's just me out there going through this. So I definitely wanted to come and, you know, talk about this a little bit. Like I said, I'm very new at this, so excuse me for not maybe looking at the camera as much as I should, or not speaking well, or the lighting, you know, because I am doing this really, you know, just, this is new for me. Like, I never do things like this. I don't even get on social media no more like that. Like, I'm really focused on trying to get my transition together, get my life together. But it's things like this, like getting an electrolysis and laser, it makes it hard because, you know, your face is what people see. It subjects me to crime, you know, getting hurt, being misgendered, you know, things like employment, things like medical care, because you're not taken seriously, you know. Yes, it's a transition. Yes, it takes time. We get that. But if you can make it just a little bit easier out there for us, you know, like pass some type of bill to where, you know, more trans medical care help. And a part of that should be laser and electrolysis. We should not have to pay for that. That's something that we should not have to pay. And if you agree, comment and let me know how you feel about this. You know what I'm saying? All my trans women out there, please let me know. Do you agree with me? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm right? Like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Again, ladies and gents, this is your girl Nunu. I'm here. I'm signing out. And I just wanted to come, you know, send a little love out there, but also wisdom, encouragement, research, you know, things that I think is a big part of the community and that should be talked about, because, you know, we talk about Black Lives Matter, we talk about Lives Matter, and we never seem to care that much about trans women, the LGBTQ. I'm not an activist. I'm just one speaking from my heart. Again, my name is Nunu, and I'm just going to sign out. And I hope y'all, ladies and gents, have a nice day out there. Comment, like, subscribe, and have a blessed day.